start with this one. And all these, I'm going to try to show in between the lean and the fat, there's a thin tissue that has to be cut in order to take all this fat off. This is how you clean oxtails. You gotta take all this fat off. You can just look at it. You know, you don't want to eat that. Alright. Let's see here. Just cutting it down. There's a thin tissue right here. Call it the Silverskin, maybe they call it. But see how it look like a silver? A small layer of skin that has to be cut. Small layer of tissue, I mean, not skin, but tissue. See, once that's cut, it releases a small layer of tissue. See it? Silverskin. Or silver tissue. You see how shiny it is. Small, thin layer right in between here. See right there? That is what we're cutting. To loosen the skin from the meat. That way you're not cutting into the meat. There's a art to doing this, but you gotta know what you're doing. You can see it. Small, thin layers, tissue. Silverskin. That is what I'm cutting. I'm not cutting into the meat. See it right here? Thin layer of tissue. Silverskin. That is what we cutting off, y'all. That is what we cutting off. See that? It attaches to between the meat, lean meat, and the fat. It keeps it together. And if you should cut into the fat, cut into the lean, just cut closer to the fat. And you'll find that thin layer of tissue. Take a sharp knife to do this. Take your time, you won't get cut. It's that easy. This is coming off because of that silver skin. I'm sorry, silver tissue. That's tissue. Not skin, it's tissue. Silver tissue. This video is going to be more clear how to take all the fat off your oxtails. See how this lean is right here? Go under it. Go closer to the fat. And you'll find that thin layer of tissue right there. This takes like 25 minutes to do 2 pounds of oxtails for me. See, once you get the idea, once you see this silver skin of what you're cutting, you know exactly what to do. You know the art. Now you know the art. I'm going to put this video out in place of the other one that I have out now. This one is going to be more clear. I'm hoping. Clear in understanding how to cut all the fat off the oxtails. Look at that. See how that's cut off? Just cut right up under. Just take your time. Just cut right up under the fat. And you find that thin layer of tissue. So, well, we're going to call it the silver skin. Silver skin. Silver tissue. It's a very thin layer. Fat, lean just comes right off. Or just take your time. What I'm doing, I'm just holding the fat and pressing, trying to stretch this so I can cut a little easier in between it. Just be careful, you got a sharp knife. Taking all the fat off the oxtails. This is probably new for everybody. This has just never been done. I haven't seen it done. You see how much? Look, it's very little lean, and it's inside blubber, and it's outside skin. All on this one right here. We're gonna weigh all this lean up. We're gonna weigh all this lean up. Let's get another one. If you can find a white vein, cut it on a white vein if you can. That way you're not cutting into the lean. If you can't, that's why you need a sharp knife to start this off with. Two pennies on a rock. One online. Say sharpen knives up. This is the right angle. Okay, let's try it again. Okay. You start in the corner. Find that thin layer of silver skin between the fat and the lean of your oxtails. You can see that silver skin, you can just see it. That's how you get all the fat off your oxtails. See that thin? I'm to keep on iterating this so everybody can understand. This is what I'm cutting. See it? See how thin that is? Tissue. I'm gonna call it Silverskin. Let's just cut right in between. Cut that. That's what we're cutting, y'all. That's what we're cutting. We're cutting back closer to here, not here. We're cutting back here. We're cutting back here to the skin, to the silver skin, back towards the fat. That way it comes off easier off the lean. I might just keep both videos out. See how easy this is? For those that want to, cut the fat off. I'm not talking to those that want to keep the fat on. Because evidently you're not gonna do this. But those that really want to clean their oxtails, this is the best way. I live in Youngstown, Ohio. I used to go to 2 restaurants that had oxtails. I used to buy them from there. This one guy on the east side of Youngstown, he told me, he said, we take all the fat off. We take all the fat off our oxtails. When I got it home, you can see that all the fat wasn't on. And there's another place on the south side of Youngstown. And they sell oxtails, but he want to charge you more money when he say that they're bigger oxtails. Yeah, but the thing is, they could be big oxtails, but why are they big? Is it because of the fat? Look how much fat that is. Look at that. Look at this. And you want to charge more money. You want to charge more money. No, I'm sorry, not charge more money, but give you less oxtails. I'm like, forget all that. Eddie, just do your own. Just do your own. Just go ahead and buy them and do your own. And once I start doing my own, I learned that when I cook all this, like this, the seasoning, when I cook all this and put this in the refrigerator overnight, it'd be tons and tons of grease. Tons and tons of grease. And then you gotta scrape it off. That's a lot of fat. That could be like a 1/4-inch stick. I don't know. I don't want to eat that. This one I'm just going to start. Just start anywhere you can. Because you know what you're doing now. You know how far you're cutting down. You know you're trying to find that silver tissue skin. much fat that is. People eat this, or say they need to cook with all this fat here. You still got to cook with all this fat here. And if we see the silver skin, see it right here. That's what I'm cutting off. This video is going to be good for those that really don't want the fat and don't know how to get it off, but love oxtails. Restaurants in Youngstown. You won't see me at your restaurants no more. Why would I want to buy all fat? We're gonna weigh this out. This costs $10 a pound. $22 worth, so it's supposed to be 2 pounds. But how much fat I'm gonna have? Just like going to the restaurant. You go to the restaurant, you're gonna pay $20 for a dinner, $18 for a dinner. You want to pay? Do you want to pay $10 a pound for fat at a restaurant? You get all the colors fat. It's like a 1/4 inch thick. Sure, get this off. Look at this fat. This is fat and blubber. How thick that is. All grease. All grease. Now this is not food. It's for food for somebody, but not for the human consumption stomach. Unless you plan on having a heart attack in a couple more years. Like, yeah, let's have a heart attack. Alright, just a little bit here got cut off too. Looking for that silver skin, that thin line of tissue. That is the art of this, y'all. That is how I'm able to do this. There's a method to it. There is a method to it.